Good morning, children. Today we are going to deal about the concept data file handling. Now, what is mean by file? We must know what is a file in this topic. Here, the file is nothing but the data which is stored in our computer memory. Okay, the information what we stored there. So, the data which the information what we stored in the memory is a collection with one name is called a file. Now the file is known as a data file. Okay, the data file can be stored in the memory in two different forms. I hope you may read the image which I attached in our Google Classroom. Now we can come to this topic. The data files that refers the data, that is the information which is stored in the memory with one name is called a file. So the information stored in the file is called as a data. So we are calling the file as data file. Here the data file in the memory can be in two different forms. That is the data what stored in the memory can be a ASCII code or the unique code. I hope so that you refers this ASCII code, ISCII code and all in class 11. We discussed American Standard Code for Information Interchange, Uniform Code, Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange, like this type of codes which used to refer the letters, symbols, numbers in our computer. That is, A refers the ASCII value of capital A 65, small a refers the ASCII value of 97, like we discussed now. So like all the data in the file, that is the text file type, will hold the ASCII value, not the direct characters of A, B, C, D or 1, 2, 3 or the symbols like. So the information stored in the file will be in this the code form. Then each of the line, once the line is going to be over, then it has to be end and it has to come to the next line. No? So each of the line, after this full stop, each of the line will be terminated with the help of one character, the character known as \n or \r. \n means new line, next line character. \r and typewriter we used to have a carriage written, no? So that carriage written. So these any one of the symbol can be used to denote end of a line of the text. So the text file contain the information of ASCII codes or unique codes, where each and every line content of that file will be ended with the EOL, end of line. The end of line is a character, maybe in Python known as \n or \r like. Yes, whereas this is the binary file. Another type of data file is called what? Binary file. The binary file that refers, the name refers, the content will be in the form of binaries. You know what is a binary number? Only zeros and ones. So the binary number will be zeros and ones, machine readable code. So the data what stored in this file, the information will be a binary code, that is machine readable format data. There won't be any marking like this \n, \r and all. There is no end of line character will be mentioned to refer the line has to be ended there like. All the characters will be in a continuous byte forms. 1 byte is 8 bits. So collection of bits will be refer as a byte. In byte form the data will be there. So here this the way of storing information. The binary file form of storing information in the computer is the best way. Why? Because there is no translation required to store the content, to retrieve the content, to accessing, performing all the process there. So the computer can easily perform the process. There is no need of waiting the queue like under. So the data can be stored easily and retrieved easily without any of a translation. So it can perform very fast and easiest way. So in both of the data file format, binary file is the easiest way to access because it have the code of zeros and ones, no need of a translation. Whereas the text file will have the code of ASCII or unique like so it need the translation. The 65, then it has to be capital A. Like it has to need refer that character instead of the values. Now in Python program we must know how to use this file, data file. Yes, how we can use? We are going to read a file in a Python program. we want to know whether we are going to read a file, or we don't want the file, so we want to delete a file, or we want to store content, new content extra to the file like. So in Python program we able to perform these three operations on the file. The file is already there, so we can open and read. The file we don't want, so we can delete the file. That file we want to store, we want to newly create, or we want to add some additional content, then the storing, the data has to be stored into the file. Like these three operations are called file accessing methods. That is file manipulation task. The work taken place is called what? Manipulation. What are the work? Reading, deleting and storing. That the storing process is called write. So that the three different works are reading data from a file, writing data to the file, appending data to the file. So these three process can be referred in file accessing mode. What are the modes? R, W, A. R means read mode, W write mode, A append mode. Thank you.